We had a seminar not too long ago for tuners. Dr. Anthony Achong conducted this. There are ongoing exercises going on.
But yet there's still dissatisfaction among its membership. Okay, another thing that Trinidadians and Tobagoans would like to find out as well is why is it Pantrinbago is unable to attract, when they're having their shows like the festival, other than Panorama, why is it Trinidadians and Tobagoans seem not to be, going towards the pan shows and attending the shows that it used so long? I remember when I used to go festival a long time. You couldn't even get a ticket.
So true.
Now we find that persons are not showing as much interest. It's nice to see the schools. And that's something I'll ask you when we come back from the, after this question here. What's happening in that area?
In terms of the festival and so on.
Yes, and why is it that the attendance has dropped so tremendously in the last couple of years in terms of the programs that you all have put on throughout the year?
Now, one of the problems we do have...
You see why people say pan dead?
No one says
that. No, I don't understand why some people would say that.
Some people would say that.
Nobody going to the festival, nobody going to the shows, and so on.
People do attend the shows. For example, we have Pan in the 21st Century. And this is one show that I do know that people look forward to. It's very exciting. I'm on Pan down memory lane. The problem I imagine at our festival is the fact that it's classical music, and I think more people should be attracted to that because this is what made Pan famous, the classics.
And it shows the versatility of the instrument too. Let the world know that.
Oh yes, and I can remember Professor John Russell several years ago saying that the performance of a classical piece by a steel orchestra is more electrifying than hearing it on the conventional orchestra. So I imagine people should be more attracted to this, but we are still fighting to get the local population to come out to the festival.
Yes. We look at the schools and the young people who involve in certain activities, and we want them to love what we have brought to the world. How is the relationship between Pantrinbago and the Ministry of Education? I know that program that started about 8-10 years ago, getting pans in the schools. How successful is that program?
It's ongoing and it's picking up steam right now.
Picking up steam?
Oh, yes. I think it's been successful. I could call it successful at this point in time. And this that you keep... I imagine in the next 2 years, you'd have all schools having a set of steel pan instruments.
It's still taking too long, and I can't blame the organization. I can't blame Pantrinbago at all. Because the Ministry of Education and Pantrinbago, you all have a relationship. And when the plan was put on the board, it felt as though it would have been it would have been implemented immediately. And up to now, we know there are several schools in Trinidad and Tobago who don't even have a music teacher, far more for pan.
Far more pan.
We will harp on the fact that it's about education.
Yes. I was listening to the 2 former programs you had here.
Yes,
And there is a dearth, and Pantrinbago is seeking to, fill that breach. We are working towards that.
And because Pantrinbago also has a social responsibility.
Yes. And
if we think about it, the birth of the pan came in from the areas along the east-west corridor. We look at Port of Spain East, St. James, all these areas. In the last couple of years, we have seen an increase in the number of certain kind of crimes. Does Pantrinbago feel any kind of social responsibility in terms of maybe we could do something as an organization? Because this is the area where the pan born. Yes. We can all this is a problem. Is Pantrinbago involved in any kind of activity that would, help us in terms of dealing with these ills?
No, what we are looking at is the fact that how did we deal with crime in the earlier days? This is where URP came from, the crash program and so on, using
we used to talk. That's how we used to deal with crime. You see somebody thief somebody chicken, you used to go and call their neighbor. No, we're not doing that.
That's the point. But what role would the steel band have to play in that? Now, the Panyard is a form of community center. And in some areas, we find that the steel bands have homework centers. It happens.
Very good.
And they run certain courses that keep young people occupied. What we are trying to do is to tell people, bring pan back to the community.
Exactly.
It used to be a community thing. And we're asking that people bring it back to the community. There's a certain degree of success in this area, but we think it could be better, and we see the salvation coming through music.
I agree. I really do agree. You know, and I want to thank you very much for coming this morning. Even though the statements that were made regarding Pan and you know, and I believe it's more Pantrinbago to the person was referring to it, and the fact that the death of Pan could come through Pantrinbago. But what I want you to do is to pass this message on to your fellow members that the Pan can do it. The Pan can go. You said that in a Panyard, it's not just about the instruments, you know. It's about somebody who cleans the yard, somebody provides refreshments for the players, the tuners coming in, the arrangers coming in. It is a community. Oh, yes. And much can be done. We have to get back our young people into loving our music and to want to play it and so. Yeah? And that's why Pantrinbago has a massive job to do.
Okay.
Okay. I want to thank you very much, sir, for coming in this morning. And if you take a peep in the green room, you know that our film festival people are here. We want to wish Pantrinbago all the best in all its ventures. And remember, the responsibility still lies with you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right?
Yes.
God bless.